Proverbs 21:23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles. In this God's book of wisdom, never truer words can be spoken that will give a man the greatest quality of life. Trouble comes easily to the man with a filthy, foolish tongue that ultimately hurts feelings and relationships. This following verse stands in opposition of this kind of talk. Ephesians 4:29 says, "Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers." Trouble will come if you talk negatively about others. God hates backbiting, gossip, slander, tale-bearing. They're similar to murder, as it destroys another's reputation. Proverbs 18 verse 8 says, "The words of a talebearer are as wounds. They go down into the innermost parts of the belly." Proverbs 26 verse 20, "Where no wood is, there the fire goeth out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife ceaseth. As coals are to burning coals, and wood to fire, so is a contentious man to continue to kindle strife. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down to the innermost parts of the belly." We find also trouble will come to those who complain. God hates complaining and judges it. In the book of Numbers, chapter 1 of verse 11 says, "And when the people complained, it displeased the Lord, and the Lord heard it, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of the Lord burned among them and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp." We'll be so much better off giving of thanks. Colossians 3:17 says, "And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God and the Father by him." We find a trouble also come to those who call names. In 1 Peter 3:9 it says, "Not rendering evil for evil or railing for railing, but contrary blessing, knowing that ye are thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing." Trouble be a liar's due. Book Revelation 3 times says something very similar, but verse 27 of chapter 21 says, "And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life." To avoid trouble, listen to the Lord's advice. First of all, don't talk so much. Proverbs 10:19 says, "In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise." Secondly, listen before you speak. James 1:19 says, "Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath." Remember that you will give an account for every idle word. And then pray as David did. Psalm 141:3 says this, "Set a watch, O Lord, before my mouth. Keep the door of my lips." You see, a controlled tongue has great promise. 1 Peter 3:10 says, "For he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips that they speak no guile."